Have you ever woken up unable to move your body? Your eyes are open, you can see your surroundings, but you struggle to even breathe. On your chest, an invisible pressure, weighing tons. That feeling you experience in that moment is the purest form of an ancient fear, a mythological entity. In Turkish mythology, they call it carabazin. Some believe it is a kind of al-busti, a gluttonous and malevolent spirit. It feeds on your dreams, it eats your fear. And this was only the beginning of what happened to Layla. Layla had been having the same nightmare for 3 weeks. She found herself running in an endless dark corridor, the heavy footsteps behind her getting closer each night. She would wake up with her bed sheet drenched in sweat, her heart pounding as if it would leap out of her chest. She was growing paler by the day, her energy draining. Her performance at work had dropped. Her friends dismissed it as stress, but Layla knew what she felt wasn't ordinary stress. It was something more organic, more personal. One Saturday afternoon, while rummaging through boxes in her grandfather's old house where she spent her childhood, a memory flashed in her mind. She used to have similar nightmares as a little girl, and her grandfather would always calm her down. She found a small cloth bag from those days. Inside was a moldy piece of paper and a small, rusty horseshoe. The moment she took the horseshoe in her hand, a shudder passed through her body. That night, her grandfather appeared in her dream. The old man's face was grim. "Layla," he said in a ghostly voice. "That old guest has returned. Don't be afraid. Its name is Carabazin. If you say its name, it loses its power. And iron, it fears iron. Don't let the horseshoe leave your side." Layla woke up with a start. The dream felt so real. She immediately took the horseshoe and placed it at the foot of her bed, under her pillow. She didn't have nightmares for a few nights. She was relieved. Maybe it was all psychological. Until that night. That night, she woke up under pressure. She opened her eyes but her body was paralyzed. She couldn't breathe. There was an incredible weight on her chest. The bedroom door, with an unnatural slowness, creaked open. On the threshold, a human-shaped but extremely tall and distorted silhouette appeared, blocking the light. It slid inside. There were no footsteps. Just a wheezing sound, coming from an airless void, echoing inside Layla's ears. The entity approached the bed. Layla wanted to scream but no sound came out. Her eyes were wide open. The silhouette leaned over her. It had no face, just an abyssal darkness. The pressure on her chest became unbearable. Just as she was about to faint, her grandfather's voice echoed in her mind, "Say its name." With all her might, she screamed in her mind, "Carabazin." The entity recoiled instantly. The pressure in the room vanished. Layla sat up, taking a deep breath. She was drenched in sweat. Her heart was racing wildly. Panting, she looked around. The room was empty. But there was a faint smell in the air, like burnt electricity. She had won. She leaned back on her pillow, relieved. Just then, her eyes caught the full-length mirror on the wardrobe in the opposite corner. Her reflection was in the mirror. But something was wrong. The reflection wasn't mimicking Layla's movements. Layla raised her hand, the reflection in the mirror did not. It just stood there. And then, slowly, a horrifying and unnatural grin spread across its face from ear to ear. Layla's shadow no longer belonged to her. The Carabazin hadn't left, it had just changed homes. Have you ever looked closely at your shadow? Does it stay in place after you move? Next time, take a look. Maybe you'll see something too.